I think we're going to start on a different place now. You were introducing the idea of getting a relationship with an actual buyer and talking to people on the phone to get some general knowledge. I think that's good. I think everybody should in turn inform themselves about what they're getting into, just like buying a car, just like buying some jewelry. You have a different way of lifting your knowledge base so you can actually be a better consumer, which is also good. I think you also mentioned going to the internet to say just do some homework and try to figure out what exactly you're actually trying to do, which is the answer to my question, which is earlier, just saying, okay, I am a novice. I want to get into it. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know how to do it. I watch 2 o'clock TV. I see QVC and somebody else saying, hey, you can buy gold. It's a buffalo head I'm looking at. So let's talk about the 2 o'clock shopper. 2 o'clock a.m. in the morning. They're looking at TV. I'm an impulse buyer. Should I do that? Let's talk about some of the risk factors in this conversation.
So I think I can address that well. Yeah. Television is an expensive media.
Yes.
And the things you buy off of television are typically overpriced. The presentation costs more than the actual value of whatever you're buying. There's a lot of bait and switch that occurs, which means they'll offer something at a fantastic price. Right. And then here's the catch: if you ever get an account executive at one of these companies that are advertising on television, you're in trouble. They're going after your wallet.
Good point.
I bought last week, 5 times 6, 85 gold coins that had a real value of around $56,000 that was purchased for more than $100,000. Just because these companies, a lot of companies, and I'm not saying all companies are like this, but once they do some bait and switch, they up the ante a little bit to very high premiums on things. So try to get some ideas of what you may like, but try to keep away from buying off of television. That's just. I think you run into it.
I see it because he said 100 and it was worth.
Yeah, he said a big number. Yeah. And that's a big number that I'm still trying to share the fact that I'm a novice. So I'm not really going for big numbers.
I'll get the phone call. Right. I get more the general public.
Okay.
By far, than Bruce. And someone will say, I've got 25 pieces. Not only did I purchase it and they're holding it for me.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what does that mean?
Here's the first one.
Help me out there. Because I'm still thinking of the TV. I'm calling you now because I think I'm
You've called.
Yes.
Let's say you've called somebody online or that does mail order.
Right.
Nothing against the mail order because you can.
Right.
Everything's done in mail.
Yep.
Before we had internet.
Right.
But the bait and switch is, I purchased 60 grand worth of metal.
Still big numbers, but go ahead.
Mixture of gold and silver.
Yep.
They tell me the quantity of what it is. The quantity is, let's say, 2/3 the value of what that is.
Right.
There's no reason you should have paid that, in my opinion. But when you tell them, even though the market has increased 10%, 20%, you should be in the black.
Okay. So you have
it's
to
not the case, though.
You got to break that down a little bit.
All right. So you've purchased it at a certain amount.
I purchased gold or silver online or on TV
from these individuals at a certain amount.
At a certain amount. Let's use a certain amount as $100 income.
$100. Let's say you paid $120. There's always going to be a premium involved.
Okay.
Everything costs.
Yes. Shipping, handling, all that stuff. Yep.
The cost of the item is. Yep. Then there's the actual fees that involve the item. Then the market has increased. So you're seeing on television, gold is up 10%.
Right.
In your mind, I should be making a pantaloon.
That's right. I spent $100 on this.
I spent $100.
Right.
Are we going down the right path?
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
So now gold it was 100. Now gold is, let's say, 150.
Right.
if you bought at proper market rates, I should say, reasonable market rates, you should be not only in the black but profitable. Most people who have purchased down those avenues, now they're looking at the figures. They're like, I paid, and what I paid is the rate that it's not even at yet.
Right.
So the premiums are higher for the television audience. That's
Understood.
just all there is to
Okay.
it.
That's all there is to it.
The one,
And they're holding it on top of that. I forgot to
yeah,
throw that factor in.
well, that don't let anyone keep your metal. If you don't own it in your hand and you don't have possession of it, you do not own it.
Oh, that's
If it's in someone else's possession,
Right.
or them holding it for you, or whatever may be the case, if you don't have it in your possession, you don't own it. There are too many cases in the past of financial institutions failing, and the money's gone.
Right.
It's just gone because you don't own it. You don't. If you want to own paper, you can own paper, but if you want precious metals, you need to have it in your
In your
possession.
possession.
Okay.
Good.
Let me break this down just a little bit. And he's talking about premiums and paying too
Yeah,
much.
you went a
all right?
little there. Yes.
So
No,
let's
sorry, I'm a little
just
bit further.
yeah let's just talk about silver for a moment, because that's a lower price.
Okay.
You can accrue many more ounces of it than you can with gold,
Okay.
but it's bulkier to handle. It's heavier. You need a place to store it. It's safe. And as far as premiums go, the sovereign coinage or the federal coinage, which is something made by the Perth Mint in Australia, the Royal Canadian Mint, United States Mint,
Good.
any sovereign nation, any country. If you buy from them, that has a higher premium. They cost more, they charge more. If you buy private mint, which is a company, maybe C&T in Massachusetts, A-Mark, that's the East Coast and the West Coast, the two biggest dealers.
Okay.
They produce their own silver bars, their own gold bars. You'll pay a much smaller premium. Let's say on silver, and we price this over a spot price, which is an electronic system of pricing paper contracts. Say for a 1 ounce bar of silver, you might pay $2 over spot. If you bought a Canadian maple, an American eagle, an Australian kangaroo, you may be paying $3.50 over. Let's say we're at $18 now, and for a 1 ounce buffalo round, you pay $20.
Good.
That's for everything.
Good.
Or for an American eagle, you're going to pay $23.
Okay.
If
So-
you expect the price to rise, you only have $2 to overcome for a private mint. Now make sure that when you buy, you're buying from a reputable dealer who will give you your money back, okay, or offer to buy it back from you. If silver rises to $20, you're at a break-even spot there, but you're still $3 underwater
Underwater. That's right.
with the American eagle or the kangaroo or some sovereign nation.
Right.
So my suggestion to you, buy something with a smaller premium.
Right.
Now, there's a lot of younger generation that really like stackers, who really like odd things. Buy it, that's fine, enjoy it, but when you go to sell, that market's not going to be there.
Do not be shocked.
Now,
when
Yeah.
we have to define stackers a little bit, if you don't mind, because
Do you know what a stacker is?
it's like people that like nice shoes.
Yeah.
They have brought social appeal. The younger generation has brought, or my generation has brought social appeal to the precious metal industry. They're called stackers because they stack silver.
so we're physically stacking silver in a sleeve or something.
No, no,
They're
no.
just stacking it up so that they can look at it and take pictures and brag or think to themselves.
Okay.
This is part of what Andre mentioned. What's your objective? That's my first question. If you're a prepper, then you should have your homestead finished already and working, and you might want to buy 90% silver, junk silver. If your objective is you think that the dollar is going to crash, you don't necessarily have to buy different material or different types of silver, but think about what your objective is. Some people have a dollar objective, or a dollar, just a dollar figure in your mind. When it gets to $50, I'm selling.
Right.
And typically, when you have that, your emotions get the best of you because you become greedy. And silver is the worst metal for making you
Money.
no, it's the worst metal for messing with your head
And your psyche. Okay.
yeah, because
When you think it should be going one way, it'll probably do the opposite,
Yeah.
and then do it anyway. Just not when you planned it was going to happen.
you're giddy at times, and then you're depressed when it drops $1.
Well, this is all known to novice. This
Yeah.
is the novice buying into. That's like the gambling scenario. If you're a gambler, you're trying to get rich
Exactly.
quickly, because you don't know that it's a long game that you're playing. You're playing the short game.
Yeah.
So,
So don't play the short game.
Don't play the short. It is about
Metals
the
is a
game.
long game.
It's a long
For
game.
you to get your return, typically 3 to 5 years. Is that a good barometer?
Oh, it can go down 3 to 5 years though. You see,
Yeah.
we're in a bull market now.
Okay.
And let's just call it these two precious metals, gold and silver. The other precious metals are typically more industrial uses like platinum and palladium. Platinum seems cheap right now, but it could go back down to $500 an ounce when it was $2,000 an ounce.
Okay.
So we're in a worldwide, we are, in every currency there is, and that's what makes a real bull market. It's all increasing.
Now you're saying a bull market.
A bull market versus a bear market. A bear
That's-
market,
bear market
is
is
when
down?
prices decrease, and
Right.
a bull market,
Bull market
is
is
when
going
it
Good.
increases.
Good. And we're going to go through these terms from time to time, because I'm just going to try to help define those.